Today, I want to talk about Savasana. Have you heard of Savasana? If you have done yoga, you probably have done Savasana. It's sometimes called the final relaxation. So it's the last relaxation. You lie down on the floor, eyes closed. And usually you're guided into a relaxation. So today, I want to talk about this posture. So I was talking to a friend of mine who is a yoga teacher. And she teaches very gentle class, beautiful class. And she was a little bit upset because when she taught the class, Shavasana didn't happen. So toward the end of her class, it sort of went into a discussion and the people started chatting among each other. And the class kind of fizzled out and there was no Shavasana. So she was quite upset. Anyway, so you may know some people, I know some people who always sneak out of Shavasana. Maybe there are some people, sometimes we do, because there's something happens, you need to go early. So in that case, people just sneak out. That's fine. But there are some people who always sneak out of Shavasana. It's not their thing. So that's fine. But for most of us, Shavasana is the best part of the class. It's just really the most beautiful part of the class. And when I was being trained as a yoga teacher, somebody who was being trained with me at the same time, she said Shavasana is the most important posture. I didn't entirely agree with her. I don't entirely agree with her, but I really do understand what she means. So yoga in early days, and I'm talking about really, really early days. So it's over 2000 years ago when it was called classical yoga. Yoga is all about mind. It's not about the body. So asanas, postures, pranayama, breathing, they are all preparation for the meditation, which would lead to samadhi, which is liberation. So yoga is a system, and asana postures are just a part of the system to lead into deep meditation and liberation. So the importance of asana wasn't very big to start with. Then from about 5th century, system of Tantra developed in India. So Tantra, you might have heard of Tantra, you probably have, but probably in the West, it's sort of seen as something a little bit seedy, something connected with sexual practice. And there is a little element of truth, is that there is a little bit of sexual practice within the Tantra system. But it's basically, the idea is use your body and energy system of the body and transform your body into something divine. And you reach your own divinity through that way. Okay, so that's a Tantra is a system to make your body divine, practice and purify and divinify your body, if that's a word, and reach the divinity inside. So that's the system. So Hatha Yoga was connected to this system of Tantra. So we think Hatha Yoga just postures, but not just the postures, lots of different breathing and lots of cleansing practice. Some of them is a little bit weird, like swallowing the cloth and bringing out things like that. There's more I could tell you if you wanted to, but you probably don't want to know. So I'm not going to go into that details now. But anyway, so that system of Hatha Yoga developed. So by the 10th, 11th century, that was really big thing. And the modern yoga, so what we call modern yoga, came from that system. So modern yoga is very much, as you know, asana-based system, posture-based system. And in the very, very original form, yoga was really spiritual practice to achieve liberation. But now, modern yoga, it's about body and mind. So body, mind, spirit. So the more of a holistic system, health system, physical health, and the mental health. So there's a slight difference from the classical yoga and the modern yoga. But even now, in modern yoga, we haven't forgotten about the origin of classical yoga, and we still haven't lost the connection of the spiritual aspect. So when you practice, I don't know what practice you do. Some of you may be at beginning stage, some of you have been doing for a long time. And you do realize the more you do, no matter how much yoga you do, no matter how hard you practice, if you do every day, 2 hours in the morning, you do very advanced posture, no matter what you do, your body will eventually decline. Your body will eventually age and decay. And eventually body becomes meaningless. And what's inside is the thing which we will have. So what counts is actually beyond our body. So it's spirit inside. So we haven't lost the connection with the tradition of yoga. It's not just the health system. So in that sense, Savasana reminds us that yoga is not just about body. It's about the connection with the mind, connection with the spirit. So in my own personal practice, I do Ashtanga yoga. So maybe if you know Ashtanga yoga, it's quite a strong posture-based practice. So you do lots of postures. But at the end, I always do breathing, meditation, and beautiful Shavasana. And the Shavasana after Ashtanga yoga, strong yoga, is just so wonderful. I feel so peaceful and tranquil. It's like nothing like that. It's just so wonderful. And maybe because I work hard, but I think there's something about yoga, physical yoga, which affects your energy system, which affects your nerve system, which affects your brain. And you get really, really profound relaxation when you finally lie down in Shavasana. I sometimes think, oh, I have to do that, all that jumping and twisting and bending just to get the 10 minutes of peace. So that's my own experience, own practice. So what I want to say is don't skip Shavasana. It's a very important part of your practice. And if you work hard in your asana practice, you've earned it. So enjoy your Shavasana. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Namaste.